Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Thief Gold with Classic Gamer Dave. I have to admit, I'm doing post-commentary, so I've already recorded the video, and now I'm sitting down and now I'm talking along with it, because my voice didn't record when I did it, and I didn't feel like doing it over again. Cragscleft is pretty tough. So before I get into anything else, the things you have to do, you have to get to where they hold the prisoners, you have to find Cuddy, you have to find Basso the Boxman, and you have to find Isset the Beggar, and get the lucky hand of glory from him. You have to save Basso the Boxman and escape the prison with him, and Cuddy. But as we know, Cuddy doesn't make it. So just Basso, pretty much, and then get 1,000 loot. This mission, and don't kill anybody, but this mission you can't actually get all the loot. You can't get all the loot in the mission. And still be a ghost, perfect ghost. There's a point where you have to distract people in order to get the loot that's in front of them. The only option is to wait for this glitch that takes like friggin' 12 hours. I saw somebody do it on YouTube, and I'm not about that, so I'm just not gonna get that loot. I just have to face facts and say that loot's not for me. At the beginning, I look at these tips. I couldn't remember what they said. This one's about Cuddy being held in cell block 4, which is useful, but I don't need that. And this is about the holy water fountain in the church in the mines. Good to know. So this mission is not easy. For one thing, zombies are random. Their paths that they patrol are completely random. So you can quick save all you want, but if you quick save and try to figure things out, it's going to be different every time you load that quick save. Nothing is pre-programmed. Every time they hit a point in their patrol where they're going to turn, they could randomly decide to turn around or go a different way, or they have a bunch of options. They're random. That's why I like humans way more than undead in this game. Also, in the first episode, the first ghost episode I did of Bafford's Manor, I did a bad thing. Some more loot there. I was seen by the spiders, and I didn't think it was a big deal. But apparently in the rules it is a big deal. You're not supposed to be seen by spiders. But the only way to not be seen by those spiders, and I'm talking about the ones that are underwater at the beginning if you dive in the well, the only way to not be seen by them is to like take a couple crates and do a weird something that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it did make sense, but it's like huge process and not worth it to me. So I'm just gonna pretty much say I broke Ghost at that moment. Don't worry, he didn't get up. You're gonna see a cut here. Wait for it. That's actually my cat jumped onto me and started messing with the microphone, and I had to stop. And it was funny. It was funny when I originally recorded the video, but now since I don't have my reaction here, I just cut it out. It was only like 10 seconds, but I didn't want to just sit there. This room, only the zombie on the right is undead. The other ones are just corpses, so you can just kind of sneak through there. This piece of loot here is pretty funny, because I was like, alright, this one right here, I was like, this is actually pretty easy to jump, it's no big deal. I never fall. And I grab the loot, and what do? But I totally missed this jump. I take a bunch of damage, but I was like, you know what, whatever, it was worth it. So, and then I had to sneak by that zombie again. Luckily he didn't get up, so whatever. You know, trying to be all like show offy, and I totally fail. That's just how it goes when you record videos for YouTube. It's just ridiculous. This spot you should actually be kind of careful. This right here. So I like to mantle up that, because if you get too close to this wall here, I'm showing you that like where you'll fall, because it'll actually like propel you backwards if you try to mantle too close to that little ledge that I just got up on. If that makes any sense. So be careful there, because that's an easy place to die. So this is the bitch. This area right here, I found this little area you can kind of hide in. if you back away enough from that light. So basically there's 4 zombies up here, and their patrol is random. So you kind of have to just quick save here and get lucky, to be honest. There's no way to know what directions they're going to go until you actually do it. So I would be amazed to see somebody not be seen by these guys the first time they come up here. That would just be like so lucky. That's not even skill. That's just pure luck, because there's no way. The ground here is so loud that you can't even walk slowly on the, like, crouching across the floor. You just, and you know, they just randomly turn around and you think they're going one way, and now all of a sudden they're going towards you, and they're just a mess, the zombies. But I cut out a lot of failure here. At first he didn't see me until I ran, and then he started looking for me. So I almost had it the first time, which would have been great. But no, this is probably like the 12th reload I've done. No, I just cut all that crap out. I did have some funny reactions to some of them. I was going to do like a fail montage, but since the audio's gone, it's not really worth it. I just cut all that crap out. Yeah, I actually had to practice this mission. I knew it wasn't going to be as easy as Baffert's Manor, but I didn't realize quite how hard it would be. Now that zombie you heard, that was a level 1 alert. So he's not looking for me. So that's within the rules. And plus it's a zombie. It's not going to tell anybody like, oh hey, I saw this cloaked figure going into the church and stealing some loot from us zombies. They could care less. They just want to eat your brains. So what am I doing here? I'm just waiting. This is a little bit easier of a place to be. You should quick save here too, but you can kind of tell which way the zombies are going. Like if you have 2 zombies that are kind of going away from the church, and that's probably a safe bet that you can try to run it. I think this took me 3 tries to get the first 2 tries. There are zombies that turned around and started walking back. But the 3rd time I was able to make it. So what you're trying to do is get to the end of that hallway where that zombie just went. You want to get there. Oh, I took a healing potion to heal. But you want to get to the end there and... Wait, where is he going? You want to get to the end there and go left. So... I wish I had control. Oh, there's a zombie coming though. Yeah, this place, it can take a little while for the zombies to do what you want them to do. But once you go to the left, zombies don't patrol very far to the left. There's a whole series of like a cavern that you can go through that doesn't have any zombies patrolling. And that's kind of how you want to get around to the other side, because there's a lot of zombies patrolling to the right. And since you're here already, you might as well do that. You could get caught up by 4 zombies. Yeah, they're totally got seen. But I cut right to where I was successful, so this time I'm gonna do it. Now, there's no more loot in this section of the mines. You'll know where you need to go. There's a trap with a skeleton on it. The skeleton trap where the skeleton head like shoots towards you. That's where we're trying to go. I think there's signs that say factory. There's other ways to get to where the factory is. There's one other way through the water, but you'll miss some loot doing that. So, yeah, there's no zombies in this area. Just a bunch of shovels and a pick, and the zombies are up here, up in this hallway. So that's where they'll be. I think I had to go back to that quick save once, I think, to get this right. But there's zombies off to the right, and they actually do come into this hallway, so be careful. I just kind of ran in there. Or wait, no I didn't. Oh, is there one coming? I don't think so. I thought yeah, this looks familiar. But this zombie, wait, which one is it? One of these guys totally sees me. This guy. He turns around. Look at this. Oh, that's bullshit, man. Post-commentating is weird, I have to say. When you're in the moment and you know what you're doing, you know what you're trying to do, and you can kind of explain it, it's cool, but when you're kind of watching it back later, you can start to critique yourself a little bit more, I guess. But yeah, just sneak by those two and head off to the left. This is where you want to be. This is that skeleton trap I was talking about. So you know you're on the right path when you come here. So there's only a little bit of loot here. It's up this ladder. Oh, those guys are whistling out of tune. Stop that. But you should have 510, which I do. So that's it. That's all that the loot there is in the mines. There's actually no loot in the prison area. There's only the objectives. There's 3 objectives that happen in the cell blocks, which are important. But that's it. There's no loot. So that's one way you could get into the factory. Not the way I recommend. This other way is much better. But you do have to alert that zombie. So if you're doing like Supreme Ghost, you might not be able to go this way. But other than that zombie, this is the better way to go. So this part could be pretty tough. It took me a while to figure this part out. But basically what I do is hide in the second shadow to the right here. Right here. So this guy's patrol route, he comes down the stairs and he goes straight for that corner. I'm about to show you. Straight for that corner, and then he does a diagonal to that corner over there, and then he walks straight back to the stairs. So you actually can't hide right next to the stairs and go up, because he'll see you when he turns around right here. So you have to wait for him to go that way, and then I just kind of walk along the shadows. Make sure you're crouched. Make sure you're tapping the walk button. Nice big long taps here. So you just got to follow him up these stairs. And you do have a little bit of time here. Don't rush. Make sure you stay quiet. If you stay quiet and you're going at a decent pace, you'll be fine. But you hide in this shadow here, and he'll walk around you like that. And it's fine. Now, you just need to make sure you're crouched and you're in that shadow, and he won't see you. Unless you have like improved AI installed or something, he shouldn't see you. Some people have commented on my videos and said they can't understand why I don't get caught sometimes, but maybe that's it. I don't really know. Yeah, just make sure you don't make any noise with your feet. I almost glitched through that friggin' elevator and died. But just make sure you don't get seen, or you don't get heard by footsteps, and that guard doesn't like listen to the elevator for some reason. That's another way back to the mines. That's the way I go to when I escape with Basso. That's the way I like to exit the factory, I believe. So yeah, there's 3 factory workers here, and this place is set up in a square. So there's one. I can't remember which way is north, but if we're walking north right now, he's in the west. There's one in the north, and then there's one in the east. So we want to go to the east. Whoops. I accidentally made some noise on that metal grate in the corner. Be careful about those. So there's 3 of them, and they all come over here to these boxes. I guess that's where their like iron materials are for their smelting or whatever the heck they're doing. But basically, you want all 3 of these guys to be at their posts here. They will all walk over to those boxes. So I actually get really lucky here, and they're all kind of going over to the boxes at the same time. But when they leave, that's when you want to make your escape. Oops. I don't remember why I did that, but I got stuck up here in the wall. But here comes one, and the other 2 are going to come up right behind him pretty much. So when those guys leave, you want to make sure you do a crouched fall onto the ground. So you crouch, and then you walk off of an edge, and you don't make any sound when you fall, and you don't take any damage. And that's what I do, and I just run for it. I don't bother going down the stairs that are right here. There are stairs that you could go down, but it takes a little bit longer, and there's more time for them to turn around and see you and stuff. So just do it like that. Boom. I'm in. Now there's, if you remember, Cuddy's in cell block 4, but don't go towards cell block 3 and 4. There's going to be a fork in the path. Yeah, they're talking about Cuddy there. So, up here there's a fork in the road. Don't go to the left. I'm going to show you why. But the way to the right is easier, and you can get any cell block. When you get into the cell blocks, you can get to any of the other 4 much easier. But that way, you see that light? I'm going too fast in this video to talk about it. But there's a light back there that you can't pass, but on this side is totally fine. No problem. Check that sheet out. So this is the way you want to go. The other way is way too difficult to not be seen. It's actually impossible with the mods I have installed, because that light for some reason goes a lot farther than the original game. I remember being able to sneak through there without being seen, because the area of light was a lot narrower. But anyway, so next time I'm going to go save Cuddy. There's no gold in the cell blocks or anything, so don't worry about it. But yeah, we'll do that next time. All right, see you later. Keep it classic.